Hello to my wonderful listeners. One Family TV wala mutona lenan kotenke mbadi ngolo stay house obe kandirende e ka fo me ko Hamad Jite atele moti me alon ko afintita de adia muta mole me alon ko kabona stay house oro de kabo president Adama Barola ka jinam fo ala minister la de me alon ko ay kuma ko ta ka foyde ka tandi ko diaspora me alon ko wala mo Gambia dingol mimbe bantala bankol ninkan soko adia muta bake ila molla ko la de me alon ko wala mo MPPT ako le ko men ke me alon ko e ku jamal ke MPP pationi kono de ako bari ye tol muta mo menti me alon ko tol mo so fabal dingol lelti de me alon ko tol mo leti me alon ko tol malo ibe menke kande me alon ko adiyam to wala de ay kuma jama fo de me alon ko be audio talambe na tilal yanande me alon ko adiyam ta baga de ka tandi ko Gambia banko kan abita kan nyamenna ako luwato e kodol bondi je me alon ko banko dingolo ako men yalon ko be diaspora duwe sirisino be bulo ako muni atina yo luwani bondi je pour isakeno ministre di Gambia banko nin kande adiyam to wala de ay kuma jama fo de me alon ko bo audio be talambe na tilal yanande mbadi ngol andani audio tanni lamani hakilola mbadi ngol kane ilamo ani jusola de.
So this is it for cabinet. Journalists all Mbakum Fala Damen. Dauda Jallo, your justice minister, is going to Mansakunda today. He'll be there with Dr. Ismaila Sise. Go and ask him these questions. Honorable Minister, you have fought alongside people. In fact, you were behind people that are dual citizens to put Barrow to power. And one of the promises Barrow government made is to remove and reform the constitution so that discrimination against diaspora is stopped. You have not brought any electoral reform to include diaspora. Diaspora is not still voting. Anybody that is going to vote has to fly to Gambia, pay tickets. Whether you are voting for PDOIS or Adama Barrow, you must pay your ticket, go register, go back to your work, go again, pay ticket again, go back to Gambia and vote. You have not reformed that. You have not removed that section of the constitution that stopped them from being ministers, from being National Assembly members without any justification. Because like I said, from what I know, intelligence institution, well sensitive to ministerial institution. Because you got sensitive information on before secrecy, akabo any minister yaje, institutional leka tarako, all leka information on dia. Ateka preside wala report. National Intelligence Agency, NIA, wala SIS, is more sensitive than, President's office. Because information about SIS like our President's office, that is what becomes a sensitive information. For police on the interior. Police is more sensitive than interior. Immigration is more sensitive than interior itself. Because sensitive information about yes, Minister Tabloka. Gamcel, Ports Authority. These are the sensitive institutions we have. If dual citizens can hold these places, what is the justification that they cannot be ministers? A dual citizen, major constitution where it says core, a dual citizen cannot be an intelligence chief. I have not seen anywhere that it says a dual citizen cannot be Inspector General of Police or military chief or Director of Military Intelligence at the Gambia Armed Forces. If they are allowed to do those things, why are they not allowed to be ministers or National Assembly members? In terms of sensitivity, this is an open knowledge. Tell me, Daudala office, Theofen Nataje, Akabo police, criminal investigations, serious crimes, state secrets, Akabo police ya samba Daudala tabulot. Jumal leka investigate. Police IGP can be a dual citizen. If that position can be handled by a dual citizen, where these sensitive informations are coming from, Iko Dauda ya Kalabandameng already prepared. That one cannot be held by a dual citizen. There is logic behind that. Seriously, there is only one thing. Ngani jowi akola fendije. If malafi moe palaso soto, iniye keloke ya mira ko adung alaya nyimu kuja ubalti momo min safete e bolo sotola because alamera nali e bondi Barrow bal bon la nyi ndol ke ministaldi momo harje min di kawlo soto bare ndol we are very disappointed because ngalon ne ko hanna tuma alia bondi fang political will ngaje ko obijen. It may not even pass at the parliament, but we believe ko ha NPP there is political will to consider diaspora. There is political will. At least pretend. Hanat malbe National Assembly member albe dukulale later. You will talk to them on the ground later. Pretend that you care about us, that there is political will. But even with that, blatantly in the open. Alaytan ninna atol nyom atol nyon sofa balo de kera atol yamran dolbe ndolba atol la right fight la albalona. So yole fale alkal konde, if you are listening, my uncle Fabusane, if you are listening, if you are watching, Sundu Ture, Balamusa Kanute, the entire diaspora NPP, the entire diaspora UDP, the entire diaspora anywhere you are, Nimu dual citizen order, this is what cabinet does. A betrayal against vibrant, intelligent, and Gambia-loving citizens whose only reason to acquire documents of other countries. Ite député yala, ite minister yala, Gambia kono ate kela. Nyim dula na nonu. President ya jamme woleke 1997 constitution kono in 2006. Gambia noli ya longa kweta dunia be mako. Gambia banko wala fatafindu. Ala talent solu jama bale ka kanema kata dunia bantal. The talents, the raw talents. Gambia banko, let's confine it to Gambia. Gambia la mo kendo mimborta ya jamela marolo kono 1994 kata 2016 kata 2016 Gambia de mimborta banko ka kendo ana kallanke wo Seattle de kabiri tata itate borta itata wandia ilafte kun wandia ilaftale karanno je ye londo soto ye dokuo kije ye palasol soto je niwol keta isaje wo molu isela badingol mako no Gambia banko kan ise kuke no ila mole suokon mo jamanata ni ko healthcare kendo so de jaralo kendo so do America banko kan ni tata je foy ka America dimotiko ni man America kaito soto ite jaral kendo soto no la America ni man America kaito soto ite karango kendo keno la America bayde karambungo da kole ata jel niman America kaito soto nafa mimbe America banko ka ite soto la nimu Gambia no di tata America wo nyama wo dalilo le atinna mol ni tata bande ka banko la kaito nyinin pour e taraje bar ni yake I pareta ye munafa mimbe soto ini la suol kono banko le ka tala wala mu inin Gambia le ka tala ibota banko minka. NPP as a political party, diaspora e min noje, diaspora membership e min ke noje, ndete ofala, atoli ya lonne. Bari ne NPP la rank jibe, mambi for the B, ma for B de, mambi for the. Bari kabira be kolearing. Kabirin President Barrow bina 2016, coalition of fango, NPP, UDP, NRP, PDO, ISPPP, whatever name you call them. Diaspora role min pleje, akoita mo bemal. Bari ma play nyinka mako, ntolbetula kela jubur langol let. We will remain to be statues without value, statues without ability to contribute and have a say and be part of decision-making institutions of our country. Imake okam. Barin dolla NPP in batungata auto. By the cabinet minister mu NPP, the cabinet mu NPP, the Mansakunda mu National People's Party leti. National People's Party has a diaspora chapter. Honorable Maimuna Sise, wala ba nyaton kaya kang, in our executive, Lamin Jawara ba noma. Maimuna mu diasporality, ntolia. Lamin Jawara mu diasporality, nyimo fulol be. Yalon ne, Gambia fana ya sedia, NPP party o kono diaspora e mune noje wolom Gambia nol minu be banda ye banku fula di yaso Baratul cabinet minister lu lafta min folale domandi wala nyinti, a lot of you that are in cabinet today did very little when it comes to contributing to bringing Barrow to office. I'm not saying all of you there. We have excellent partners like Ahmad Ba. We have members of the NPP from the start like Demba Sabali, Ibrahim Silla. You have Honorable Musa Drame. These are people that have been part and parcel from the start. And in fact, they know the genesis when it comes to the role that their brothers and sisters played in bringing the Barrow government to power. Let's forget about 2016. Let's talk about 2018 going towards forming NPP and getting Barrow to power as a full-fledged NPP government. But in tol nalbe nyokan tembo minna nalmu kilindin tol min bota diaspora nganna dimba al bula je nganna family ni na doku al bula amanke malon ko 1997 constitutional be baluri. We knew that 1997 constitution barred us from holding positions of value, positions of authority, positions of decision making. We knew that when we were sacrificing all of that in the name of camaraderie, in the name of love and unity, in the name of an objective to build a country that is all inclusive, that encompasses and unites all different sections and factions for a united development. We knew that. Ngalone ko 1997 constitution onde Ahmad Molbe Diamula kamfango fa Baroe aning NPP kakasanke o sankada Gambia kanado kuo bula moli mbane yem fanen ndengalone ko haninga o beke Ibrahim Silla le chance on det ndengalon Adama Barrow le chance on det Dawda Jallo le chance on det Musa Drame le chance on det Demba Saba le chance on det ngalon ko ndinde nga nyinkelo beke mpareta Ibrahim e chance min sodo kabunya plaso sodo ndema osodo Suleiman Kamara min botana Angleterre telecom expert olem ay wolonne suntu ture mi yalon ko abota nang United Kingdom anata e keloke ya bane kuobe kala alkal kontenyol nim fabu sana nyol yela dimbal bula. It is clear to them yalon ne ko ninga nyin keloke ning NPP winter ntolte ken wala ministeralty nde ken wala deputy nde ken wala president nde ken wala vice president ye olonne bari lanyim belo ngokola nganka funyole kanu atol mimbe banko kan ngal kanule a jareta nyele ngal kanule to point hanna to man tol tekela ministeralty a jareta le nalbe fa trencho kono purato le ministère soto ngal kanule enough adum lata le enough puru kan na dokuol bula kan na fengol be bula ngana ngal tara suo kono ngal nga kelo ke natolu dol fangon tolye tambal nyato hani ngalo ngatol le be muna fanna ka tambin tolti yalo ngani nyimma baloti de nyimo ngani nyimma balti de wallahi fo hakilo mi yalon ko hasido hakilo lem fo sondo mo mi yalon ko fasiki ala be farinje wala ta lonna ko wallahi kabirin yilbina nyin kelola sidin ja yalon ne ko jite ate kenola deputy speaker sidi olon ndena be kelola aya lon ne jite yalon ne ko ate kenola speaker ay nyin kelo ke nyaonya na pareta ndele be kela ndele nga chansodo ngake speaker jite alon ne ate kenola speaker Ibrahim Silla alon ne ko ningite be nyin kelola nimalla buke la nimman sino abuka sino ay alon ne ko na pareta ate kenola minister ndese keno ate jite olon fabu e olon sunte olone bari lanyi longo be kola I kafuta mai agrita ko I tollatan tollala minu be grand man dual citizenship soto I latan nale ale kilae ye ngania nyima soto nyala puri ninga keloke nim pareta ntolnga tanga munafam palasol ta wallahi I kiliwo kilimbije yalonne Dawda Jallo e nyilonne Kabirin Jita be was when Jita was in the trenches, Ibe kola suto mobuka sino. Dawda is aware ko. No matter how much Jita fights, he is aware of the existence of a section in the 1997 Constitution that bars him from becoming a vice president, from becoming any member of cabinet, from even running for National Assembly. Dauda knows Jita knew. They would have asked themselves, why are they doing all of this? Because we believe Konatol be Palaso. Omu Kairold, La yu'minu ahadukum, hatta yuhibbal akhihi, ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. Ndol lata olan, sundu ture lata olan, alkali konde lata olan, Ibrahima Silla ite wolonne. Honorable Musa Drame nyola albe wolonne ko, ndol ngalonne ko nim pareta kelola, nalbe keloka almandang. In terms of contribution. But contribution of cola, we know in our heads, you guys can be ministers. You guys can be anything. And we don't have a chance to even compete with you for positions. We are aware. But with all of that, we trusted you. Starting from President Barrow, we lata la ale aninkila. Nga nyinyake, nga na dokuol bula. Doliela dokuol filije, fabu sana nyolu. Sanji fula, ibota banko kayela dimbal tuje. Nyima kindenyol, dolu mawol long, but alaye long anala kila, aye long. They are aware of all of this. Alko diaspora is marginalized, atol lekaf. And we need to try and fix that problem. Juman le nyanda problem of fix la, sunduta fix nola. Because ate o palasito. Fabu ta fix no la fanwe. Ate o palasto. Jita ta fix no la fanwe. Alkali konta ta fix no la fanwe. Nintada UDP. Mboj shedi kan nyol ta fix no le fanwe. Because he mantara o palasolto. But in lata le ko. Atol min nimmu kilindi. Lata nyola wala nanga kafolo. Puru nga kelo ke mbese kundamen. Nga molmi alonko ye discriminate. Nkana songal. Constitution o nada. Eko President Adama Barrow. E kabe retroactive constitution on bole sambala nang e close nata close me alonga ko President Barrow la first term ate kelano atol mbele nata nyoka because that is your interest wo Barrow la interested mbele ata nyoka nko that is discriminatory against Adama Barrow. Barrow safun because that is one person. Adama Barrow dama pet that close here Adama damale affect Adama pet amani mo affect President Barrow damma Gambia la history to adama wo close your tell affect. I'm sure that is clear because Yaya Jammeh is never coming back. We know that. The only president me alonga Gambia mara that close ko ila first term Barrow la first term is part of it. I Barrow damma affect. Mbe wulta because it's discriminatory against Barrow. That was supposed to be discussed. Cabinet be agreed e kai boje. Ntol be mo be diamuta eko nyimman bete ya to Barrow atol cabinet ministers a lot of you atol le kanan tol kalka fo nyal diamu because Allah after Barrow e condamné Allah kola al diamu nyimman keda we also believe it naltata on one floor ko it's discriminatory. Constitution onata section mu me bije iko atol ni mini keloke iyela dokuol bula atol balla Gambia banko kal balla palasol nyindole la palasol bula nan inate kaftal ma Gambia yela dimbayal bula yela dokuol bula yela comfortol bula puri nale keloke nin kelo banta al fanalu nin al ke palaso do bunya palaso al sem lo mfanalie filmi yalon ka man tilling is not right. Is against us. It's against our rights. Purale alfana o keloken tolie. Minister Bay, His Excellency President Barrow, Vice President, and the entire cabinet, Aliye C, Diaspora Ming Alke Jayi, Alkoya Katale, Gambia la section olem, Ika kodo min dundi, GDP almost 40%. Keme tannani. Gambia diyo kaminki Gambia sawosang diaspora atada almost $1 billion US. Almost $1 billion US. That is almost $70 billion. Na munafonka min sambanang nga banko kanule wala nang kata politikola nga banko kanule wala nang ka dokuol bula nga ta nale taranyoka yen nalbe baneng nin carte fayo bodala ale ke ministalti ale ke president ale ke vice president ale ke député ndol ngam murunna nkale ko alin alfana e konten dabula la bankola decision making woman better atol nin tol be agree tala ko woman better is discriminatory. President Barrow, you believe whether you believe it now, that is questionable. But in ko I'll believe ta wala ko diaspora is been discriminated against by Yaya Jammeh. Dauda Jallo, you have said that several times. Ibrahim Asila, you have said that several times. You believe Kombele Nyanda Kela killing. You believe Kombele Nyanda Kela killing. Yeah. Was section on nata in the constitution. Atol tata ale constitution jibe cabinet. You have powers to amend or you have powers to reconsider the draft because ale cabinet 2020 first draft nata. Ya reject alia tale. Cabinet went through the constitution. All of you. Alia jibe paper to paper. Every single section. Every single chapter, you went through it one by one. Diaspora la section o minko ntolu alse mbulano le sayanga ke ministalt hani mansa lafta mang tombong but nim mansa man lanna if president does not trust us, let him not appoint us, but let the constitution allow us to, because appointment into cabinet position is 100% up to the president to choose. Alafta minna beole kelaje. Foi qualified ta foi man qualified. Na alafta ita school boy sol samana mo wuli ke ma bondi na nusrat I will ke cabinet minister. That is clear to all of us. But generally, do not discriminate against us for that. Not all me e keloke. Alkono. We are very useless. Ali bula tole lelmu. Ñin ñommo ba futu balol te kering ali bule na ye keloke kuoke ya mira kon tolbe tol kundila janne ya mira kon dol honest about what we are saying ali yem bula nale keloke lata lan kachata minna yara fatol ka atol mu ñimmo sifalet members of cabinet ngalo nindi amre ye bitale ba e be min fololom you see atata Facebook le e kawle fo atata Facebook le abuka akatu Facebook le ni me ke kuoke Tonya. Cabinet malonko, this is wrong. Imaolo. The entire cabinet. Aliya Bulaje, they would say, oh, it's left to National Assembly. President Barrow section or retrospective section of the Constitution. Muna nali obondije. If it is left to National Assembly, President Barrow or retrospective kafate lola koteke. Ala tuje, leave it to National Assembly. But al cabinet minister alone, that one is discriminatory. That one is bad against one individual versus 200,000 capable individuals. President Barrow section I'll say obondi because that is very discriminatory against your boss, cabinet ministers. But in tol mini alonko nali e keloke nkafuta nyoma nimbalanta alma barote ganyal. Diaspora diu mimbebe NPP. Nkalta ala mbalanta barote ganya. Diaspora dual citizen ol minube diaspora. Ibe tu i balanda aliye kuo kuka alte kututela barote ganya. Aliye olon. Wolbe kafiru nyoma versus Barrow. Aliye Barrow command and we respect that because that is discriminatory against him. But in Tolbe too, more be diaspora be NPP, UDP, DOI, more be diaspora mo dual citizen not. Aliye be naj. Alko mankumaya. Minister yala. Vice President yala. Deputy ya fanang. Alko we are so useless that at all cabinet ministers you think we don't even deserve to become members of the National Assembly. Mfangon la molu. Our own people we fought with. Ibita bafala ko he akanyina ke abuka veng ndeman sula palasola. Palaso mi alonko ibenkela je hasido ni wuloleti. Ndeman sula lo baranga o tande mobela. Natuma palaso le bedila Ahmad la so that akana tonya fono. Animal kana lo akse kumo fwe. Ahmad fado palaso la. At least, I have been very active supporting President Barrow. Kabirin 2015-16. Mo bele olo. 2016. Adamadiung abe mo bele kenoto. Ko Ahmad contributed. What I have contributed. Ale alone. Okafa billahi shahid. Ndolia. Adung everybody knows ko. Mafo fun educated, but I have university degree papers. Not even one. I have university certificates. S. Not one. Moli olon. And people know mini and long. Yalonoko Ahmad is a competent individual. They know that. But in the cooking kela wala nte kela buku ne koti moe. Momola palasi siata nyao nya be dannal. Kullu man alayha fanin. Few fembe caring. Abeka ban. Alien disappoint back. Adumba fola aliele. Alta cabinet ale kachali afo akumasile anyomo dukalale alabulaje. He is very inconsistent. There is no inconsistent individual dunia kono. Mintambita mola minka kumo foye nyala idala akaitandila konibe kukiline natate koma ita ay kuoke mi alongo nafiko tamanse ayatul munafiqu salasa idha hadatha kadhaba nina kumo fo jang ako nyinno munata koma ay doke wonyo nafiko te nafikidu innal munafiqina fi darkil asfali minan nar wallal betala jahannam katambe jalambatulante mose silawo mo sifal mafal mu wolleti de bari nimmol dia mutale al sala kilol tubak nindere maltinum albe o section o bondi la jele because it's very bad but mim fa yende jahali cabinet minister cabinet la quote cabinet me and jahali what shocked me about cabinet, you have NPP diaspora. NPP has a diaspora chapter. Ning cabinet believes co NPP government believes co diaspora is not important. At least they know ko. You have NPP diaspora that helps Barrow and NPP when it comes to elections. They are members of the party, card holding members of the party. If for nothing, accord us a little bit of courtesy and respect and consideration. Alin consult. Nali I feel ko you cannot consult everybody. Alin told me a keloke ale anin kila. Suleiman Kamara nyolbe Gambia. Lamin Tungara nyolbe Gambia. Fabu Sane nyolbe Palasolto. Alkal Konde nyolbe Palasolto. Bala Musa Kanute nyolbe Palasolto. Siaka Jata nyolbe Palasolto. Sundu Ture nyolbe Bije. Nalman jite Amerifraf. Ndemange fenda. Alma, you don't believe Konde I am anything. I'm okay. But I'll nyilmimbe kukiling. Seku kujabi nyol, Amerika nyol, anin yung Safion Ture nyol, anin na diaspora chairman lamin fenja nyolu, mvela nyinata nyomi mkola, lamin demba nyolu, United Kingdom, nyima kinde nyolu, if Jita is nothing, that's okay. At least cabinet, wala dauda jallo, let's have courtesy and respect for camaraderie and recognition of our participation. Nalba bondila jannal ka tuje alkan jamfateng diaspora faction of NPP aliye kumanda alniye si alniye kacha wallahi naliye mbunya albe wala kala cabinet naliye mbunya Allah tanna because aliyalon ne ko aliye min keteng diaspora te diale mote cabinet min yalon ka mawolo. Nobody in cabinet is unaware ko ninga diaspora da mondingindo, they will not be happy. Aliyem bala alkonde carteo filer. That is one. Alkonde carteo filer, no problem. Bari alkano kang nka tiketo jo nka tara Gambia nka kodo depansi nka na register card olta nka murun ko nka tiketo sang nka murun Gambia nka danga campaign oke pour mansaye gagner atole ministerial soto nka oke. At least albe dolbal kono jamabal kono albe ministerial jannin 2021 ndolta dala ngal tara Gambia. We found you in Gambia. We paid our tickets. We spent our monies. We took our register cards. We came back. Election time, we went home again. We campaigned so that we win. After the winning, we left. Ale Palace Walter. NPP the diaspora ning atuma ko cabinet Allah ta ko ndol nga buña sotole ali respect le ali value le ali amera ntolu tonya mumolet altol min baji be kalsi from his excellency Barrow to the last person dukara alal fawol nyininka alna la kullarangol le tam ali amera ale nyimmin keden ku kendolon fo ku kendote o balning alal tema barinde ngamira min nyanta ke lolom nyindi ko jannal kanyin constitutional samba ka diaspora da bondije alnin diaspora min denta NPP la nalma UDP ngol consultant je faham bari NPP diaspora almin nimmine keloke alni be ku killing ali e promise alkali be ku killing ne albe rights will fight lale jannal kanyin decision o ta at least al se consult al se sundu kumandi al se fabu kumandi al se alkal kumandi alse maimuna sise mimbe maralin diaspora alse kumandi anin seku kuja binyolu ani wo modolu aleta alni emitino gal ko ha ndol nyin constitution la nyin section de min ko diaspora alte mansayala alte minister yala alte député yano la nyin banko kan ha ndol lafta ko kachalal is a bit difficult barato le mune foje alnga kacha alni agree fenna but honey the only time you need them wolam nal deuta cabinet minister ay kujawo ke wala kujawo botala ministry a dewta fo Barrow ba baylale o wato le mu al sina nyil kumandi pour yal ma koy al lafta min achieve la aliya achieve momo be diaspora imu dual citizenote ebe NPP yalo nen kam min foten e mandiyamu moyen kono e mammo consultum kono adunde ngalon ne ko Nde Ahmad Fang, I have been talking to Dauda Jallo about this particular section of the constitution. I am surprised that the justice minister Nkotoma Nkafio Femfo Ndebuka Fonsedo Bal Kiamad Billahi alladhi la ilaha ghairu Mansatala mi and Dabi Arjumo Ndenin Dauda in discourse several times. This a section me along Dauda Nyolka Betarajel. Diaspora has to be considered. Billahi wallahi tallahi Dauda le nyimfony nim fata nim mansatalla ndamal kata kaburoko bari ni ba bondila hani Dauda ni ndemi mu buroda sold at least isafonya ha jite nga section o min combat la je cabinet ya bondile bari laftala al se nsa domando ma nga nyinni nyinke bari alkali fabu sundu al salonko you are as useless as Kido Judo Samato to these people. Billahi wallahi mal respect. I'm not part of it. I like I said, they have already tagged me a black sheep. I'm okay. I'm a member of NPP until the day Baroya Safe. Until that day, I'm a founding member. And I'll continue to support what the party decides as long as it does not discriminate against my rights. Wala na kabiring nganyeta nga primaries ganye partio manson support la alfalu ye bank can support for whatever is in best known to them. I went by what the party says alngata even though luntango CDC say ole samanang to stand against me, I don't mind because that's what the party wants. I went through the democracy. But Kabiri Fenkele Mialong, it was against justice. Gambia Lua Malafala, Lua Kurumolema Manke Siloti. I stood my ground because Nalonko Tonyatije. I don't ning alamante content in the B. I been content over them some. Election or lose after spending many millions of dollars. Nimbe diamla al sela moy. Nenaman kuma for NPP ma. Amanke follow. Billahi wallahi tallahi. Kuma tije. Nene min fo partiyo ma manke al senna kumo la moy al safo mu tolelti mankulu mbuga kebal bunya ngata social ma al sewfo bar ninga kumo fo ala safe nalma ala hakiloto nin diaspora kuoto abe partiyo le dibenna partiyo abe ole tela ba dibennale because nato li amera ko min diata le alba kala mollale aliye kuo kala min manke siloti Aelia kela manke siloti, but at the same time, alia expect la ko ibeo ku jawlo alka min kela, ibetula sabarli nete ku kela. Hani mu annabi moto bukak. Kila na la saibol kanyo sabale. Kila sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Ni tada Qur'ano kono. Ayatul umariya bije. Umar la ayolu. Qur'ano le tola. Muslimo le tola. Kafo ko ayatul umariya. Omar ibn al-Khattab la ayolu yalo enata nyadil kila ka kumo fo kafo kono anin saibol tara sirik kila nyim fo Umar kay no nyinte ma fo kullo kono ngo banda kila anin saibol be diamola kila ko nya Abubakar ko nyin Usman ko ha Ali ko ha Umar ko hani ya Rasulallah ndema agiri nyin iye nyo saba kila ale Jibril kinan Jibril ko kila ko Umar ya min folom silot albulo nom ite banna Qur'ano kono Qur'ano lonnal ko ayatul umariya kila lamu annabi moti la yantiqu anil hawa fote baraka kumo fo Umar ibn al-Khattab ka kumo fo alaka Umar tata aka kila tatuje ila taro palaso do matin na koy dam male toñalong wala dam male ke da hakilimat ne Umar dindi Umar ibn al-Khattab be doyari nyame annabi moya man futaje hana ngori man futa annabi moya wonin kila khairu khalqillah ala la dafe be afisiata bet woni wo kasi Umar ndinga kumo fo alaka Jibril kinan kabirin fenke sidratul muntaha ka bondina sidratul muntaha ka kinan pura na ya fo kila ko Umar ya min folom tonyat ite lon jumat aya jumal ka jika ite ko ita mol sawara nyoyal al nim mol te kajal nim mol diamuta nga partio min kanu nga kelo kae hani nga lon kon defense to laje you tin dol malon kon defense nga lon ne kon de kala minister we knew that from the start. We knew the 1997 constitution. You think when I was resigning from my job to go and participate for 6 months from August here, Ndebota Gambia August, Nabos Kontita ete me fallo. I resigned from my job. Ndata Gambia 6 months, August, September, October, November, December kada election of Mbe Gambia Bangkok. Mobuka salary din. Gambia na albe o sedia. I knew I cannot be a minister. I knew that. I knew I couldn't be a vice president. I knew that. I knew I couldn't be a member of parliament. What could I be? I knew all of that. But in lata tollela, nde lata tolonko, nyilmu na colleague solet, yaya jamme jamfa bale tilin. Bari nyilu late lale, ndendela nga kuke, nko, nim futata o temboto. Kuwa mi yalonko ye tilimbala ale tilin tolla, nyilibe, they will be honest enough, ibe fore alale enough. Pour mbenga si momo ila tonye kawmu minti ya bondije malon kalbe kela nyeten nalta kela fana miyende sokwolam diaspora la alfalo min mu dual citizenol president Barrow me kumandi wala Dawda Jallow me kumandi wala Ibrahima Silla wala honorable Musa Drame bari nyil mu NPP nkollete Dawda mu NPP lete aya lonko ntolni molle keloke mini ya lonko dual citizen ollem ame kumande president Barrow ya lonne nteni mini ya keloke dual citizen ol woliye mune nonte kanke mansati Barrow olonne bari na diaspora section I manyi miro sotoko jannin kanyi section o pass ke bali nyim femo bela ni ya jamme kambeng jannin kawoke mbadungan na mol kumande niye si niye kacha alkali Fabu hani saibo tunkaranyol ibemu dual citizen let saibo tunkaranyol anin sarakule jamalu bay sankaranyol ni ajen kan na mol fo nga wolle long jama balle bije mam minu long wala na mol fo mela status long sundu toure nyolu Fabu sane nyolu nka tol min fo Gambia bele wala contribution on to NPP. President Barrow could not atewol call no la ni ekaja alkali ñol siaka jata ñol ka foy ndol nato le denda man sakundala de but this section of the constitution is very critical komi ya kenyamen when it comes to retrospective because ye mol kumandi wala Dawda ende kumandi wala sinya jama ni Ibrahima kachata la ni mo jamal kachata this section is against President Barrow ni Musa Drame ñol be kachata wala tonyade ni Barrow man kachata bari ni mo jamal la kachata retros aspect part la miye Barrow discriminate. But with all this, aliye nyine ken. Malafika diamu, malafika kumofu. Because nga hakiloto, malafika kumofu parti oma. Nganyim parti o kanubak. Wala nanka diamu jam. ni wonte ni man parti o kanunu nta nyinkela mbal filla jene because man nafa ale nafa jumal be nyej al man fenso do je ndela fisiat mo jamal be palaso do fisiata woltin at least ngan na parti o lo yembane yemfane kuo be kenna. I am not in any position, but I am still in the party. Moli amera kombe palasi nga parti o le kanu ni ngan kanu ndewle je do kuo be bulu ila baluwol yiri wata nimmini do ko ke nibe ku killing pour ngana lo nga wala sama tinya wala la privilege si be minu enjoy ka ngatinya man la fi wala ka fu nga boje ngata kelola nga kudo ke I can what bloody benefit did I get from NPP? What did I get from NPP? Ndaga na kodo depense jele ngana wato kije ngana dimbal bula nga kuobe kije nga mune sotoje naman sakunda fele kabin 2016. What did I get from there? You think I'm not aware of that? I'm aware. But mune ati na hani bimbe wosila mbe diamula kuol kandimi minu kake parti la ko because man la fi na parti o tinya nga do ko kemi nde dindi ata nyawnya nga wolonne baraka munta kon na cabinet minister latol molo because al kam min keteng alni minnu denta sembola aliye kairo soto albe wolle kamfandi kam na aliye kamfandi aliye la interest aliye o turo nyamo kon ibe kamfala ni kamfada ibe da bondi la kodo ni da bondi je mbede ndanga kairo minyina atina soto la mbebe fola adu nimbe foda o kairo la abatol le torala atol le dingol kabula mansa kundala motol kono atol le ka salary sotal ka fuel soto ika fatol le ko cabinet ministers fatolunde ika fatol le honorable ministers so ning atinyata abatol le toral amanjite toral because fenne ke tora miye nafa amande tor ni NPP teta bi Barrow for the Mansakundala. What do I get from it? I get nothing because I don't care because it has no benefit to me. Aman nafa after na man thinking. Foni mano dala fada denka mano minsa. Cash power dala fada nga cash power sam. Ni moli e Barrow nendame yenneng. Eko jita ato le nyimbeke molla. Ni UDP ngolbe diamule yenneng. Facebook alka jijel. Every day bennenna. Ikan jumala kuala famara UDP ko kol kan nendela kual alafu Barrow resign fo yaji be bennenal Barrow la kuo ikan ne wolla NPP la kuo ikan ne wolla kambane wolla hanibi nka mune soroje bar ni aje nka sacrifice nzendenol I can keep quiet I jumal tor we Barrow tora ninjita mam femfay Barrow tora because ndela diamo ka NPP defend foni mol kata hasidoti de bari nindanga NPP defend wobe minkala NPP be wolon bari mbe dering hani kunu mbe dering moyam kumandi jam for example akonya jite nkai nam akonya he niyokuya ngai mune niyokuya akonya nibe diamu kanung teni esa fal kala palaso don kai hani ko Barrow ya filende man kumaya nafatenna ngal murunko ngai ta nganyine fu ngam mfambuka fani afo moy ngai ta dukare abondi mbala esa fal nano ay sound jindina it's not my business akonya because I knew what you can do ngai wo bandale but that is what it is but ningaje partiola existence is threatened fonga diam naliano alim blacklist ngawfon na diatale alim blacklist cabinet minister be alim blacklist na diatale in fact expel me from NPP bari nganyim partio kanu alale anin kila ko ngafale nyame when I was going in to fight tooth and nail ndengalo ne ko ndekela minister mo lekela diamol bu ko ndengalo ne ko Baroma o sembo soto cabinet minister ma sembo soto banko la loi mote o kan wo ko jite de kenola minister ite kenola deputy ndengo kalamuta but wo be longo kola nde I love my colleagues enough to fight so that they can get to positions of privilege and benefit. I love them enough. But yalong ale minfo. Ako hal jazaa'ul ihsan illa al ihsan. Nyinya jomu nyinyal tide. Ni amira ko sembo watale. E man nyinya jo nyinyala. Ala ke la bon ake malundile de. Alanga hakilotu NPP na diaspora. Gambia nolu alanga hakilotu na diaspora. Because nteka afo na party ole because wolam ninkombe UDP mala ikafo concentrate on your party. Charity begins at home. True. But UDP fana parliamentarian ol begin. kabirin 2016 inata section fula wolle falinta 1997 constitution okon ye banka diaspora ta falin age limit benun jele we Usain Dabole affect itade ko nga bondi ye below pass justice minister Batam Midla pass ye Usainu Dabo allow sign because constitution oko near 65 years and above 65 years you cannot be a president ngamre olof itade yobon so it's not NPP that is guilty. NPP is super guilty, but UDP is guilty as well. 2017-18. 2018, Alaji Jawara, private member Bill Samba, eko parliamentarian ol, ni ganyeta, ni UDP Samba ye ganyendi, iketa parliamentarian for UDP. If you resign from UDP, you lose your parliamentary seat. Parliamentarian ol, itade kafuna nyoma, Local Government Act, ye ofanan dada, ya be topoto, sign, isebo UDP, as a parliamentarian coming combo Islam member minke, you don't have to lose your seat. Is it Tarakomi Yankuba Dabo, he can lose his seat as a boy UDP right now, Aita Esafal, he will not lose his chairmanship. Bari 1997 constitution okono niye okenu, you will lose your seat or position. There has to be a new election. You fanam bondije. So UDP is as well guilty. Bari diaspora la kuo. Ifanali o filije so mandra na baroda mama de mandra na NPP da mama alfanal dal bijen alla UDP din kallan kelbe diaspora le minni o bankol kanu adun jigita ko nin constitution o falinta nin ala yake because ndolbe ka diamule mimbe ala bula da male wolo ala la kullo jumale be kala mansat jumale be maralo kala ndeni de ka diamule UDP de mansala NPP de mansala ndolle be ganyela bare wallahi decision at the end of the day obe alal bud ni ala tata UDP ke mansa kundati anytime aliye mol soto diaspora mini alon ko banku din kendol dem they can contribute but they are dual citizens but alfane o section of filijele adum NPP ko dammate parliament UDP called begin. But at this time, ndebe min fokande wo is cabinet because cabinet the new draft 2024 cabinet sat over that draft very seriously. Go wato nin cabinet minister Jamal Lekadi mbe parliament le mbe draft constitutional jibe kambe oleka almost every week very consistently to go through it thoroughly. They have deleted so many sections that they felt are bad for Gambia and Gambians. So many sections. They have changed so many. Wala na sonko bekering. UDP ko ita accept because there were so many changes. And I'm sure those that are following are aware. Except for the one that is against their own brothers and sisters. Except for the section that is discriminatory against their own colleagues and brothers who stood shoulder to shoulder with them to get the well-deserved victory that they are enjoying today. But at the end of the day, ndekaminfo albita sila la aliena kulubali afo anina hormanta ya albeolo fo bare ala tonya ndengalon kon kaminfo tonya lem aliyemin kenna diaspora la doya man tambala hanna to malbakela to have a courtesy ka kambunya can respect enough kana alpha dandan tan toyala ke samba baroya kaitandi ko ngal bunyale hanna to mambakela nsal bunya nga fale kordatio a dingo min bunya na lafta bungolola hani dingo man lafala akafala ko ha nge kumande lafta nyim bungolol nindi o ka ha babande man la fenyilo akafala nga foile because nge bunya bari mbalola na dingo nyim bunya na ya respect kordatio ko la na be kolongo sinna abe kamo sinna bari nyilmu dula kumale ti korda kono akafa dingoyle adingol min kumara akafoyle lafta kamole sinna jam lafta bungole lo alnene je kordati e kamo sing ama fa dingole alnene ojen alnene kordati e kam kolongo sing ama fa dingole alnene ojen abukak because adama diyam wolt kaytandila ko ntele tamu kordati ndingol lelmu bari nye bunyala nye respect sonni e diamu hanna tumaite sonna customs and traditions and humanity demands that you extend some courtesy and respect to colleagues that you have gone through so much with to be where you are today. Bare sunduma kalamda alkal ma kalamda nyillon na alfalt maymuna sise man ima fay ima fo lamin jaware ima fo suleiman kamare adun niabe during media kata o suleiman kamara lea heo molbe nyinne fokal tali respond suleiman kamara batata baral tata ali alla constitution o be double cabinet ali asamba suleiman is not valued alma respect bara laftala nin ko keda okay alanga kacha bung jite aka fintile nin problemo keda badi bung nin ko keda badi mo alanda la kacha atol man cabinet you don't have not a single respect for that section dol bi jewol siata altile alkalle siata barot for example alfa balle be diaspora min yalo npp kollem dual citizen ollem olle siata mo jamaati minu be cabinet adi do ko ke kodo dial ma faale place di nyimminula. Let's say, for example, even Saibo Tungara. Saibo Tungara is a dual citizen. America passport or babu. Anin dindin jalu. Adu min found balafawa to bet. Ibe jamalu. Ilafte dingo leta to babu du. Yeje kite also. They are doing everything, all of them. From HED president to last cabinet minister. Ibe lafte dingo leta to babu du. Yetaje ni karanda e mafo e senande ya kate kaitol soto je keje dingolti falman la fal dingole ke fendi Gambia sam falman la fiwa even against your own children subhanalladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal ard ala fo nyam kulubalata well I'll go and get a resolution and expel me from NPP but I feel I will say this aliyem minke is not fair. Aliye minka manke siloti aliye minke anin teria saratol manta aliye minke almu mo kendo leti bari nyinni mo kende ya saratol manta nini mo denda kuola alanin kilae al dentala ni abunya ya horoma kaye bunya e horoma nyamen decision o do bije nibe o mekla ina e kachala hannatu malte kambe na the end of the day ital tamu italamu alfadi ibe decision o mekla kila ka okele kila kanala ko Umar na Abubakar na Osman na Talha na Zubair na ngo lafta nyinni nekel asa nola ma foye aselo akom Mario e ngo lafta nekel ala Jibril kinaka bari kila la baro be lakad kana lakum fi rasulillah uswatun hasanatun liman kana yarjullah wal yawmil akhir ala kanyil kuo dol ke kila jamana ka itandi kila la amantra kila karandi kan ndol min bina kila kola ndol maral lal min bina kila la maralo kola ala kan dolle karandi foni keta hakili dawti ado ala qur'ana wal fa ko wallahi nga ya karawo di Allah ya karlaw kila to ya karlaw min be nyinyani lakad kana lakum wallahi abaliye fi rasulillahi nanyin kila to uswatun hasana yakaran kendola emulation that is beautiful way of emulation liman kana yarjullah for those that believe in Allah wal yawmil akhir and the day of judgment kila ka kenyadile anim molle be dannen kola na be decision o tala wo mo kumalu ake consult le especially decisions that are critical wala nankale ko ayon kana ni aje Umar ka fa mbang aya consult ni aje sedna Umar aka fo kila e ko mbang nyinde kala Jibril kaji alaka Umar sedna Umar alaka ta aka semmentu ya ka fa Umar le betonya ka kila ka consultational ka wala tin banata dala bungo na sira je muna Umar ba fa mbang if he had not consulted Umar there would be no need for Umar to say no, and there will be no need for Allah to come down and tell them Umar is the one that is right. Naka wakatol, majority of our Muslims, I don't know if there is any Christian in our cabinet. I don't think so. I don't remember a cabinet minister that is a Christian. You're all Muslims. Majority of you very practicing Muslims. Alni molle denda kuola. Alni molle le do kuoke. Alten sawara nyoyala. You cannot consult with us. Even if you don't like us. Even if you are not going to implement our views. At least give us the respect and courtesy and the right to hear our views. Alu okay. But almak. Aliya minkeda amandianye. Adunale amara amandianda male. Ntelebe diamukan. Adu NPP zakilo nindi amuta nde diamuta minna mal alonko mo wuli kemele be parti yokono. In the ranks minu man kontan. Mbuka diamu kensende. Ali ajibe. It has been a long time man diamu. Amang ken silata molla. Amang ken silata molla. Mo buka mo tal kono minka domoro samana ndela tabulo kan. At least atal kono. Atije mi alonko wale kandela bilol jo. Atal kono. Mo tal kono mini ende samba school. None of you sent me to school. Ali yang alfa yari ngol jemendi ngo nyingol bebe nda kono. Na kuwa adiatali. Because I am efficient. I add value to whatever I am in. That is why some of you think I'm a good partner. You believe I am efficient. You believe I am valuable. But you have added nothing to that value that I have. So you know, Gambians. So this is it for cabinet. Journalists all. Mbakum Fala Damen. Dauda Jallo, your justice minister, is going to Mansakunda today. He'll be there with Dr. Ismail Assise. Go and ask him these questions. Honorable Minister, you have fought alongside people. In fact, you were behind people that are dual citizens to put Barrow to power. And one of the promises Barrow government made is to remove and reform the constitution so that discrimination against diaspora is stopped. You have not brought any electoral reform to include diaspora. Diaspora is not still voting. Anybody that is going to vote has to fly to Gambia, pay tickets. Whether you are voting for PDOIS or Adama Barrow, you must pay your ticket, go register, go back to your work, go again, pay ticket again, go back to Gambia and vote. You have not reformed that. You have not removed that section of the constitution that stopped them from being ministers, from being National Assembly members without any justification. Because like I said, from what I know, intelligence institution, well sensitive to ministerial institution. Because you got sensitive information on before secrecy any minister yaje institution on leka tarako or leka information on dia ateka preside wala the National Intelligence Agency na NIA wala SIS is more sensitive than president's office. Because information about SIS like our president's office, that is what becomes a sensitive information. Police on the interior. Police is more sensitive than interior. Immigration is more sensitive than interior itself. Because sensitive information about yes, minister tabloka. Gamcel, Ports Authority. These are the sensitive institutions we have. If dual citizens can hold these places, what is the justification that they cannot be ministers? A dual citizen, major constitution where it says core, a dual citizen cannot be an intelligence chief. I have not seen anywhere that it says a dual citizen cannot be Inspector General of Police or military chief or Director of Military Intelligence at the Gambia Armed Forces. If they are allowed to do those things, why are they not allowed to be ministers or National Assembly members? In terms of sensitivity, this is an open knowledge. Tell me, Daudala office, Theofen Nataje, Akabo police, criminal investigations, serious crimes, state secrets, Akabo police, ya samba Daudala tabulot. Juman leka investigate. Police, IGP can be a dual citizen. If that position can be handled by a dual citizen, where these sensitive informations are coming from. Iko dauda ya ikalabanda meng already prepared. That one cannot be held by a dual citizen. There is logic behind that. Seriously. There is only one thing. Ngani e jowi akola fendije. E malla fi moe palaso soto. Ini e keloke. Ya mira ko. Adung alaya. Nyimu kuja ubalti. Momo min safete e bolo soto la. Because alamira nali e nyimbondi. Barrow bal bonda e nyindol ke ministaldi. Momo harjem midika olo soto. Barindol we are very disappointed. Because ngalon neko. Hanna tuma. Alia bondi fang. Political will. Ngaje ko obige. It may not even pass at the parliament. But we believe NPP there is political will to consider diaspora. There is political will. At least pretend. Hanat Malbe National Assembly member Albe Dukulale later. You will talk to them on the ground later. Pretend that you care about us. That there is political will. But even with that blatantly in the open. Alaitan ninna atol nyom atol nyon sofa balo de kera atol yamran ndolba atol la right fight la al balona. So yole fali alkal konde, if you are listening, my uncle Fabusan, if you are listening, if you are watching, Sundu Ture, Bala Musa Kanute, the entire diaspora NPP, the entire diaspora UDP, the entire diaspora anywhere you are, Nimu dual citizen order, this is what cabinet does. A betrayal against vibrant, intelligent, and Gambia-loving citizens whose only reason to acquire documents of other countries is to better their status and continue to better the living conditions of their fellow Gambians back in the Gambia through investments, through infrastructure, through remittances. And you are aware of all of this because the economy is showing. The infrastructure is showing. The living condition is showing. Everything yaje is showing. President Barrow farm visit agriculture farm. Gambia din tije miya ka fangwe. For science inde amiduja. Barrow farm. Every single farm, agriculture farm he visited and is proud of is a diaspora Gambian that left and spent his entire savings from the diaspora. Adada spent Gambia. Every single agriculture farm.